Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can connect Real Geeks to Constant Contact so that as those leads come in to your Real Geeks website, they will automatically get added to your Constant Contact mailing list. It's going to save you a ton of time importing, exporting, managing those leads, and you can just sit down and fire off that newsletter in Constant Contact out to your audience knowing that all the newest leads have already been added. Super easy to set up. Let me show you how. First thing we're going to do is go to apination.com. Once here, we're going to click Discover Connections. And here you're going to see a bunch of different real estate and productivity apps. I'm going to scroll on down to Real Geeks, and all of these apps have syncs available for them that can save you some time. So you can see Real Geeks can sync with all these other apps. And here is Constant Contact at the top. And the syncs available here, you can do it either way. You can have Real Geeks sync into Constant Contact, and you can also have Constant Contact sync back to Real Geeks. We're gonna set this one up first. That way we can get all those new leads that come into Real Geeks automatically added to our email newsletter. So I'm gonna hit activate. First thing it's gonna have me do is connect Constant Contact. So I'll click this button. And connecting is as easy as just signing in. And there we go, Constant Contact is now connected. So to connect to Real Geeks, I'm just gonna click this button. It's gonna take you to this great guide to set up this connection. Super easy. I'm just gonna hold Control or Command and click on this link in step 1. There you can see it's opened up a new tab. Then I'm gonna scroll down to step 4. There it is. And there's that authorization key we're gonna need. So I'm gonna highlight this key. And every key is different, so yours is gonna look a little bit different. Hit Control C or Command C. And then I'm going to go to this tab that we opened just a second ago. You can see it's a lead router. I'm going to click on Configure Destinations. Click on apination.com. Scroll on down to this Connect to a New Destination and select the API Nation option. Paste in the authorization key from that guide. I'm going to assign an agent who will be associated with the leads and hit save. Now you can see we have a new connection available. I'm going to go back to the API Nation page now that I've added that. Scroll to the bottom and there's a button here to test the connection. So I'll click that and it looks good. It's connected. So it's going to move me on to the next step. Great. So we've connected Constant Contact, we've connected Real Geeks. Last thing we need to do is just go through this configuration before we launch it. For example, when the leads come over from Real Geeks, which list should they go to? We have a default list here called API Nation, but maybe I want to send it over to a list I created earlier called Real Geeks. That way I know these are all the contacts that came over from my Real Geeks account. I can come down here and look at the mapping. We do most of this for you. First name, last name, email, phone, street address. This all looks great. Take note that by default, you do need an email address if you're going to create any contacts in Constant Contact. So if you see some people coming over into Real Geeks, but they're not showing up in Constant Contact, maybe because they're missing an email address. Anything else you want to add? Let's say I want to add some tags. I'm just going to click tags on the left-hand side. Find a field I want to sync it to on the right-hand side. I think we've actually created one called tags for this account. There it is. Click that. And you can see all the custom fields from Constant Contact are also getting synced in. That's it. So you just click the field on the left, click the field on the right. Let's go to the top and we're going to activate this sync. There we go. Now any new leads that come in through my Real Geeks website automatically added to my Constant Contact mailing list. Let's set up the partner sync. So I'm going to click on Real Geeks again. It's going to take me back to the Real Geeks syncs. It's a nice little shortcut there. Click on Constant Contact, and this time we're going to do Constant Contact into Real Geeks. And this can be really handy. So if you're hosting an open house, you can capture all the emails and phone numbers at the open house on a tablet. They'll automatically get added to Constant Contact, and guess what? They're automatically going to get added to Real Geeks. So here you're just going to select your list again. I'm actually going to create a new one. I'm going to call this Open House. And I'm just going to know that anybody I get at an open house, add to this list, and they will automatically get synced into Real Geeks. If I was selecting a list that already existed and there was contacts that existed on that list, and I wanted all those to get batched into Real Geeks right now, I would just check this box And we would go ahead and take everybody who's on this list and sync them in. Come on down here. Again, the mapping is already done for you. Anything else you want to sync over, just choose it on the left and choose the partner on the right. Let's go to the top and we're going to activate this sync. Great, the sync is running. Now, like I said, anybody I add to my open house list in Constant Contact will now automatically get synced into Real Geeks. And that's it. That is how you connect Real Geeks to Constant Contact. It's going to save you a ton of time importing and exporting and managing those contacts. Just know when you add a contact through Real Geeks, it'll automatically get synced into Constant Contact. And if you set up the second sync, as you add contacts to Constant Contact, you capture them at open houses, or people subscribe to your newsletter, they will automatically get synced into Real Geeks. It's an awesome way to build out your database, and you can send some beautiful emails to boot. If you have any questions or ideas, or need any help setting this up, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.